The chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com. You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, you know, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy this stock. Then you have two people on the show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right. Follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com. You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, you know, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy the stock. Then you have two people on the show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right. Follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose pros of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
You described GDP growth in the SEPs as moderate or modest, I believe. Yet it's really approaching stall speed. Half a percentage point is not much. You described labor market unemployment rate as representing some softening, but it's nearly a full percentage point rise, and that's well in excess of what has historically been associated with recession. Why wouldn't this be considered a recessionary projection by the Fed?
Well, I'll tell you what the projection is. I don't think it would qualify as a recession, no, because you've got positive growth. The expectations in the SEP are basically, as you said, which is we've got growth at a modest level, which is to say about a half a percentage point. That's positive growth.
That's a lot of nuts!
A lot of nuts is right. Unbelievable, isn't it? Why can't they just come out and tell the truth? You know, it's just like the other day, the 1,000-point sell-off we had. Everybody was stunned. I wasn't stunned. How many times have I said on this radio program, every time they have these rallies, they're going to fail. These are short-covering rallies, that's all there are. Because there's no bottom. That October, that you keep talking about, the bottom was put in October, bottom was put in October. No, it wasn't. There's no bottom. You can't have a bottom. How do you have a bottom when you have the 10-year Treasury yield offering 3.47 basis points, but yet the 2-year 422 basis points? So let's put it this way here. If you go to the government, you want to lend them money, you want to buy a Treasury, if you want to buy you can loan them money for 2 years and receive 4.2%. 10 years, you only get 3.4%. Why would you go and loan the money for 10 years? You wouldn't, because there's something wrong. When that inverts, and now it's always been the 10-year Treasury should be at 4.2, the 2-year should be at 3.4. But when it inverts, it's telling you things are screwed up, man. Things are bad. Going forward, see, the market is forward-looking. But they don't want you to know that. And every signal we're getting, every signal is saying that the first quarter of 2023 is going to be worse, not better, because we never fixed the major problem, which is the money supply. I mean, the money supply has been incredible since 2008. 123 trillion just to artificially push the market up 1,200% on the NASDAQ, 630% on the S&P. That's right. They printed $123 trillion, injected it into the market just to push it up. It didn't go up because of profits. What are you, nuts? They would give companies the money, and the companies would buy their own shares back so they could drive their earnings up. What a scam that was. Give the company money. Here, take $1 billion free. Now go buy your own shares. And the more shares they took out of the market, it would drive earnings up. That's fake. And that would push the stock market. That's what we've been doing for 13 years. But guess what that money is? That's called increased money supply. Money supply and inflation, which we're fighting, is one and the same. So you can't have a bottom in the market while we continue to do that. You can't have a bottom in the market, not only when there's an inversion of the yield curve, you can't have money, you can't have a recovery or a bottom in the market when we're sitting here every day with this massive debt and we continue to print money. You can't have a bottom unless we have fear and we capitulate. Give you an example. Everybody, what's going on with a 1,000-point drop? Well, wait a minute. Why are you surprised? We had the 1,500-point rally in October 3rd to the 4th, and I said to you then, and I told my members, don't buy it. Don't buy into it. Don't listen to these guys on CNBC and Fox. Buy it a dip. Buy in a dip. You're going to get killed because you're going to lose it all. Because at some point, we're going to go back and visit the October low. And what happened? The 1,500-point rally, gone. And then we had another 1,000-point rally. Remember last week, the PPI dropped from, inflation year over year dropped from 7.3 to 7.1. My God, you kids, it's like somebody saw God come down with the 10 Commandments. 7.3 to 7.1, 1,000-point rally, gone, not within a week, not within 2 weeks, within 2 hours. Why? Because there's no bottom. They keep telling us there's no bottom because, again, we have a problem with all this spending. Until they stop this spending, the spending going wild. You got to stop the spending. You got to make sure there's no more yield curve. You got to have a capitulation where everybody finally says, "Get me out of this market. Get me out. I'm done. I'm finished." And then the market just goes down. And then the institutions will start coming in and buying. They're not buying stock now. The reason that every time you have a rally, it gives it up because the institutions are not there buying the stocks because they know the stocks are overvalued. They're crazy, the valuation of these stocks. But here's what people think. And who makes them think this way? The geniuses that you hear every day on Fox and CNBC and all the rest of them and Bloomberg. That's where we have the problem. If you go back again and people are confused, they're looking at, investors are looking and say, wait a minute, I don't understand this. When the market dropped in 2018, it only went down for 16 weeks and then it went up 54%. Then in 2020, the market only went down for 5 weeks and went up 133%. This market's gone down 47 weeks, not 16 weeks, not 5 weeks. It's only going up 13%. Let me repeat. 16 weeks in 2018. After a drop of 16 weeks, went up 54%. 2020. 5 weeks. After a 5-week drop, shot up 133. We're only up 13% against that 133. We're only up 13% against the 54. Why are they surprised that the market's not holding? This is stupidity. Why are they even surprised? I mean, out of the 16 rate hikes from 2015, only 4 have been 75 basis points. See, everyone still believes, there's no fear in the market. If you go back and look at 2008, the fear, once it hit 40 on the VIX index, it's a meter, think of it as a fear meter. Once it hit 40, it shot straight up to about 70, and everybody said, get me out. I don't care. Get me out. Just get me out. And the market crashed. We lost $10 trillion was wiped out between stock equity and home equity. That's what we need now. And it's going to happen. But they've been able to delay it by printing money. But remember, they stopped printing this money in January 2022. But see, people still believe that that he's going to come back and save us. Somehow he's going to bring interest rates back to zero. So your remember, we're at 47 weeks. We still don't have a rally. Market's 47 weeks old, going down. It's unbelievable. The problem we're having is inflation. All this printing of money for 13 years, you can't just take $95 billion a month and it's going to be okay. Let's just take $95 billion a month. We'll take it out of the system and we're going to be just fine. What are you, nuts? That's insane. These guys are crazy. We'll be right back after this message.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%, lumber's up 67%, heating oil, what, 60%, gasoline 55%. I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Warning, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com.
Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
Happy holidays from Phil Grandy and everyone here at Phil's Gang. Now, get ready to take investing to the next level. Here's Phil Grandy.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. How many times have you heard me on this show beg you to learn how to sell a stock short? Think of the money you're losing in your 401k. Buy and hold. Buy and hold, they tell you. What are you, nuts? Buy and hold? Buy and hold goes against everything we have learned in this business about risk management. Are you kidding? Short the market. There's no place to hide. They tell you go in and go buy Coca-Cola and go buy Campbell's soup, and it's ridiculous. Here, listen to this. This is the problem why there's no fear in the market. And until there's fear in the market, this market's going to keep going down. We're going to go back and visit the October lows. I've been saying that for how long now? And how long I've been saying since January of January of this year, I kept telling you this whole market has been going down 47 weeks. Well, the other two crashes we had went down 12 weeks and 5 weeks, and then they rallied 123%, 54%. We're down 47 weeks, and every time we rally a little bit, it fails. Here, now listen to this. This is unbelievable.
I think we are on a great trajectory in terms of the economy.
What? Let's see. Are you kidding me? All right. So the consumer is struggling like hell. He's what happened? The market went down 1,000 points. Then they started to ask, wait a minute, hold on a second here. We got numbers coming in. It's the retail. And retail, boy, really weak. What's going on with retail? They started to ask. Wait a minute. I thought you just said a week earlier you came in with the numbers on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and everything was a record holidays. So yesterday they start blaming this market, how bad it is, on the lousy November retail sales, holiday sales. But they just were bragging about Cyber Monday and Black Friday. Aren't those holiday sales? But now they've changed their mind. Well, sure, because they're finding out where's that money coming from. The consumer is out of money. He's not getting his checks, the social checks, from Biden anymore. Or the moratoriums. He's got to start paying his rent now, pay his house. He's getting his money to go shopping. Remember, record spending on cash out refis. $152 billion. It's increased to $1.1 trillion. They're wiping out their savings. We once had $32 trillion in savings, dropped down to $6.5 trillion. Now all they have left is $650 billion. Oh, yeah, look at this. Boy, things are good. Boy, look at Black Friday. Boy, we're selling a lot of stuff. Boy, country really strong, really strong. So they're wiping out their savings. They're taking all the equity out of their home. And the 401k, we have not seen this kind of withdrawals, hardship withdrawals, since 2004. And she said, boy, pretty good trajectory here. Wait a minute. How could she say that? Household debt, $16 trillion. It's now exceeding 2008 peak debt. Student loan, auto loan, growing twice as fast as the wages in the economy. Auto loans, credit cards, student loans, all, again, in default. Credit card interest is now up big time. It's increased up to $104 billion. It's up 35% in 5 years. They can't handle the credit cards. 20% interest. Student loans, $1.5 trillion. Are you kidding me? That's $67 billion. That's $671 billion higher than 2008. But what did she say about the trajectory? Oh, the trajectory is pretty good, she said. Everything's looking really good.
I think we are on a great trajectory in terms of the economy.
What the hell is she looking at? $31 trillion national debt. Are you kidding? We had to print, and you want to know why we don't have a bottom and why you got to learn how to short. $31 trillion national debt, and then we had to print $125 trillion. As I said, that was what rallied the stock market up 1,200% on the NASDAQ, 625% on the S&P. Then we had to print $135 trillion to bail out all the banks, the five biggest banks. Then we had to print $22 trillion to bail out foreign banks, Germany, Japan, and in the UK. What the hell are we bailing them out for? We had to print another $700 billion to save our repo system of the banks, where at night banks loan to each other. And they stopped loaning to each other, so we had to come in overnight, $700 billion. Overnight, $700 billion. $10 trillion we had to print and we gave to COVID. $4 trillion, who the hell knows what Biden did with that? Maybe gave the money to Buttigieg, or whatever his name is. This is crazy. Now they're going to do what they call the omnibus bill. Another, $2 trillion, $3 trillion. You can't have a bottom in this market. Be buying stocks. When Biden took office, inflation's increased 15% to the 8%. And to fight inflation 8%, he's raising rates 4%. What is he, nuts? And then Powell says, well, I may raise it to 4.5. I may even go to 5. No, you got to go above the 8%, you moron. This is crazy. And the money he's spending on these socialist programs, which he masked over with green, the green energy, all this, everything's green. Sure, it's green. Green, because we're printing money. Congress is now spending 130% more than the tax revenue they're taking in. But she likes that, I guess. She said the trajectory is really good. Things are good. Yeah, she liked that one.
I think we are on a great trajectory.
That's a great trajectory. So even though we're spending 130% more, the Congress, than what we're taking in tax revenue. Our U.S. net worth, we're broke. We're negative $20 trillion. She likes that trajectory too. We're borrowing $5 billion a day. This is unbelievable. I mean, these people should be ashamed of themselves. You learn how to short, you could care less because you make money when the market goes down.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners or shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
What are you, nuts? 85% of the people do not know how to get out of the market. They lose money because they don't know when to get out. I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I solved that with my Pro 2 color-coded chart. It tells you when to get out. It tells you when to get in, tells you what to add, not to add. But specifically, when do I get out? It tells you that. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Get your 10-day free trial of my Pro 2 color-coded chart and a membership.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners or shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Stock market may be up one day and down the next, but one thing stays consistent. Sound advice from Phil Grandy and Phil's Gang. We're thankful to have opportunities to invest and grow wealth. Happy holidays from Phil's Gang.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, I've been working with my gang members here this week, and we've been working hard on getting them to understand the bond market. It's not complicated. Most of you are losing money because one is you have no clue when someone tells you to buy a stock, or you hear somebody say, like Kramer, somebody buy a stock. Before you buy it, you never look at the bond market. Now, what does that mean? Well, if you look at the bond market and you got the bond market going up, that means the yields or interest rates are going down. Interest rates are everything. Interest rates are everything. That affects how well you're going to do in the stock market. So if the bond market's going up and you know that, then you know interest rates are coming down. You know interest rates are coming down, or we call yields. So then we decide which stocks work with interest rates coming down. So you know tech stocks, growth stocks, so you would buy a growth stock, you'd buy a tech stock. But here's the problem. Your broker, when he's filling up your portfolio, or you hear somebody on CNBC or Fox Business tell you about this hot stock, they're not going to tell you how it relates or correlates to the bond market. So let's say they're telling you to buy a tech stock, telling you to buy Facebook, and you have no idea, okay, that the bond market's going down and interest rates are going up. And the last thing you're going to do is you'll buy a tech stock with interest rates going up, but they have you in that stock regardless because they're making commissions. See, this is the problem. And you don't know that because you know nothing about the bond market. So just always remember, always take a look at that bond market, before you buy your stock. Again, real simple. If the bond market is coming down and yields are going up, you want to buy banks. Real simple. The bond market starts going up and the yields start coming down, you want to short banks and you want to buy tech. The problem is they got you going east on the westbound trade, these brokers, because their job is to make money, not for you, to make money for themselves. They don't care about you. There's no fiduciary act between you and them. How many years? I've been in this business for over 50 years. We never could get a fiduciary agreement between brokerage houses and their clients. And when you have here, listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
Partners, shareholders, and that's it. That's what they care about. So when you hear about buy this stock, you better get in this hot stock, and you know nothing about the bond market, you have no way to check, should I be in that stock? But if you understood the bond market, it's really easy. We do here every day, so we make sure my members are in the right stocks. We go, wait a minute, what they're telling us, CNBC is telling us to buy this stock with the yields going down. Those stocks don't perform well with the yields going down, meaning interest rates. So we've been working this week very hard with our gang members to really drive home before you buy a stock. Anytime you hear anybody on CNBC or Fox or Bloomberg, all these hot stocks they tell you about, just do yourself a favor. Find out which stocks do well with interest rates going up and which stocks do well with interest rates going down. And you can find out if interest rates are going down or interest rates are going up by just looking at the bond market. We give our members, I'll give you the symbol, TLT. And when you look at TLT, it'll tell you the bond market's, like right now, they got the bond market going up. But they're artificially pushing that bond market up because they're trying to create a rally. By pushing the bond market up artificially, they're trying to get the yields down, so to push the tech stocks up to try to get this Christmas rally. Now, for us, we could care less. We could give you an example. Let's take our gold stocks. We're up 20% in our gold stocks, 26% in our gold stocks. We shorted it before we bought them. When we shorted it, we averaged between 50 and 20% shorting them. And then we turned around and made money going up, which we're still in. Oil stocks, we bought Conoco. We made about a 16% return on Conoco, and then we turned around and shorted it. So now as the market's going down, we're making 10% on the way down. So we made 16% up on Conoco going up, and we're making 10% going down. What's wrong with that? Oxy, another good petroleum. We made 19% on Oxy on the long side, buying it when it was going up. Then it turned around, started to go down. We switched our position. Now we're shorting it, going down, making 12%. Now, doesn't that make sense? If we're in Oxy and it's going up 19%, then all of a sudden our chart tells us, when you look at the charts telling you to get out, why would you go look for another stock? But 99.9% of people do. Instead of, if you know that stock's going to go down and you're getting out, why don't you just switch your position so as it's going down, you're making money? See, this is the problem. People have no idea what the bond market is. And if you don't know what the bond market is, you shouldn't be buying and selling stocks. Because what you're doing is you're just saying to Wall Street and to the brokers, hey, do whatever you want to do. I trust you. Are you nuts? This is insane. Here, listen to this. Listen to this. This is unbelievable.
And I think this is kind of like, a little Dr. Seuss, hop on pop. We've got a hop, we're going to have a drop, and we're going to end the year with a pop.
Oh, I know what I've been doing wrong. I'm watching charts, and I'm watching the money flow. I'm watching the hedge funds. I'm watching the big insurance companies where they're putting their money. Oh, I haven't been hopping, dopping, and popping. That's my problem. We got to hop, pop, and dop. Do you believe this stuff? And people go, okay, I'll do that. But see, they can get away with it because they have no knowledge. Knowledge is powerful. And we give you 10 days of knowledge free. Also, every day, every morning, I go to my YouTube channel, and I post on the YouTube channel every morning, sometimes twice. So when the market opens, if you're not a member, I tell you what I think the market's going to do that day and why. So you have somebody telling you the truth. Just go to my YouTube channel. Also, remember, go to my podcast. I'm on YouTube, Rumble, Apple, Facebook. So again, going back to yesterday, they were all upset the market dropped down 1,000 points. Like it was some big, it was like so new to them. How would it go down 1,000 points? How would it go down 1,000 points? Because we've been relying on zero rates for 13 years. Now they're taking money out of the market. They're taking $95 billion of liquidity out of the market. When you take $95 in liquidity out of the market, we have a liquidity problem now. The banks have a liquidity problem. And the banks are going to get crushed. My God. Our debt in this country is growing 36% faster than our economy, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. Remember, the market always does what it's supposed to do, but never when it's supposed to do it. And we fixed that. Couldn't fix the market, but we made sure our members had such good information that every morning, the stocks that we're in, we know those are the stocks that are working because those stocks are working with the bond market. We always know which stocks to get in as per this bond market. When they close the bond market on holidays like New Year's Eve or Christmas, right before Christmas, I always say, how are they closing the bond market and leaving the stock market open? How do you buy a stock with the bond market closed? What are you, nuts? A lot more when we get back. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Free for 10 days. Call right now, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. Learn how to sell.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes.
Questions 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners or shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Merry Christmas from Phil Grandy and everyone at Phil's Gang. This Christmas, give yourself the gift of knowledge. Join Phil's Gang and navigate the market with confidence. Here's Phil Grandy.
And thank you for listening to our show. My name is Steve Celeste. I'm the Director of Education for philsgang.com and the Phil's Gang Radio Show. And I just want to take this time to tell you how to join the 10-day free trial. It's as simple as going to www.philsgang.com. On the top of the site, click Get Started. On the next page, click on the big red banner for the Working Investor Plan. And that's all you have to do. And also during this time, during this holiday season, I invite you to go to our gift shop on the front of our site, where you can order gift certificates for your family as well, for your friends, for your employees. Spread the knowledge. That is the best gift you can give anybody. Also, the webinar that Phil and I did on how to get through this market crisis is also available on the gift shop. So you could share that as well as a holiday gift. I appreciate you again for listening, and back to you, Phil.
Thank you, Steve. Okay, so go to our gift shop. That's a great idea. Surprise somebody with a membership. Okay, so understand what's going on. This market cannot put a bottom in, and they won't tell you that because they want to keep telling you to buy on the dip, to buy on the hop and the drop and the pop. These people are insane. Here's some more insanity. Listen to this. This is unbelievable. Here we go. Hop, pop, and drop. There are their names. Are they nuts? Hop, pop, and drop. Here we go.
I would just simply step back for a minute, though, and just say that it's not all gloom and doom. There is momentum in this economy right now. We are certainly not in a recession right now.
Oh, no, there's no doom and gloom. It's not all doom and gloom. See, there's the thing. That's their job, is to make sure you don't feel there's doom and gloom. Their job is to make sure you feel hope, you start feeling optimism, and you believe in the future that the economy is going to get better. That's their job. And the proof is, when you go and look at the VIX index, it's a fear meter. And when you go look at the fear meter, our 2008 crash, the 2020 crash, the fear meter went from 40 up to 70. We're not even at 40. We're around 20. There's no fear at all because of that crap right there. That's what's going on. And people believe it because she's on TV. She must know what she's talking about. Yeah, that's like saying, what's her name? Paris Suave-Davi there, who was the head of the Biden's press corps. What's her name? Corinne Paris. Yeah, she's on TV. She must know what she's doing. What are you, nuts? Jean-Pierre. Yeah, my God.
I think overall, taking a step back from a bigger picture, there's some things to like about the market here.
Listen to this.
I think overall, taking a step back from a bigger picture, there's some things to like about the market here.
Yeah, some things. What is it, Willie? Something weird about the market. Something's what? Oh, something to like about the market. Yeah, you know what I like about the market? It's a great opportunity to short the market. It's a great opportunity to short. Why wouldn't you short the market? I mean, just think about it, okay? So here is the market, and all you have to do is say, okay, if the bond market, right now is going up, and they're forcing it up because they're trying to drive yields down. They want to drive interest rates down. That's all they know. Get those interest rates down to run the tech stocks. That's all. They're still doing it now. They're not printing the money to go buy, $85 billion a day in treasuries to drop rates down. But they're still buying treasuries. They're still printing money given to the five biggest banks. The five biggest banks go to the treasury and they buy them. I mean, this is unbelievable. So you're sitting there. All you got to understand is, and we'll show you how to do it. Understand the bond market. It would take us 5 minutes to show you how to do that. It's real simple. There's a symbol called TLT. You put it up. If that's going up, if there's a trend going up, which they're forcing it up, that trend's going up, that means that they're trying to drive interest rates down. So if you know that, shouldn't you be going into stocks that do best when interest rates are down, when yields are down? And those are stocks, again, like your tech stocks. Or shouldn't you know if the yields are going up? If the bond market is falling apart, if people are getting out of the bond market and it's going down, and yields are going up, then you should be in cyclicals. You should be looking at restaurants and hotels and airlines and furniture and companies. But again, you can't rely on that totally. That's why we designed a chart. It took us 6 years to design a chart, so we prove it. So let's say for a moment they tell you, okay, restaurants, start buying restaurants and hotel chains and buy Hyatt and go and buy Delta Airlines. And they're telling you, go do that because right now we got the bond market. Okay, it's going down. People are getting out of the bond market. They're shifting the stock. So while they're getting out of the bond market and it's going straight down, yields are going up. That's good for restaurants. But let's prove. See, I don't trust that anymore. So we designed a chart, a color-coded chart. So before we buy, we double check. And if it's green, we buy. If it's red, we don't. You know what nobody ever talks about either? They don't want you to know about this either. There's a $612 trillion derivative market. Do you know how much that is? 612. Wall Street has a crime syndicate made up of hedgers, speculators, arbiters. You got the margin traders. You got these big institutional players. I mean, you got the worst of the worst. These are gangsters. And these people, as I told you last week in this derivatives market, and all derivatives markets, big fancy name, that means contracts. Okay? You have a whole bunch of gangsters in the back room. They're not responsible to anybody. Nobody can audit them. Nobody can see what they're doing. And what they do is they take contracts, financial contracts like options or futures, or they'll take like an oil futures contract, and they sell them between each other, making a market. They have created a $612 trillion financial market that is going to totally blow up. But nobody wants to talk about that either. But you know what? We're delighted because if it does, we're going to be shorting stocks. And it'll go. And when the market goes down, we make money. We just told our members today to take the spiders. We've been in the spiders because I knew they're going to try to push this market up, starting with the earnings. And I said, buy the spiders. And I said, well, because they're going to try to do a Christmas rally. We bought the spiders in October. And I said to them, just watch those spiders. We got in the spiders somewhere around 350. And we took profits around 405, okay, 405, 402. That we had about a 10 to 15% return since October. And then the stock, all of a sudden the spiders started to break down. started to break down because, again, you can't get enough money to support any rally. There's not enough buyers because who does the buying? Who supports the stocks? The big institutions. And right now we have a liquidity problem. They're pulling too much money out of the market, $95 billion a month. They're trying to get rid of those contracts. $95 billion a month they're pulling out. The Federal Reserve's pulling out. So we have a liquidity problem in the market. We don't have enough money. So every time we get a rally, like we had that 1,000-point rally, and then it was wiped out within 3 hours. Why is that? Because we don't have after the rally have the big hedge funds coming in. We don't have the big players coming in. We don't have the margin traders coming in. We don't have the big institutional players that will hold that market there, because they're not buying stocks. What they're doing is shorting the market like we are, and then they make money on the other side by shorting it like we do. So this market now has been going down since January.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.